This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Yes. Okay, and the game. You matches next course on the crowd.
I know you a bit of dynamism in Grand Porter tactics. Now, I'll show how see the team now. We saw Conor Gallagher at a point playing as a right wing back. Raheem Sterling play as a left wing back. One more rotate. Na Kovacic Chaba, na Christian Pulisic Chaba. Kai Havertz say one of the best games for Chelsea. I was even surprised. After the game, Omkoyi Jorginho as the man of the match. Say, Midika can no pane say opese o she team my friend no. Salzburger. 3 guys up front and they also play more out of the game. And unfortunately for them, Okafor and Timian started that particular game. Benjamin Sesko rather started from the bench. Yehu Ademu no Okafor with Lucas Susic behind them. But the only positive from their side, so expanded the Chelsea defense. Edina doubt one goal down with him no. Chelsea dominated, controlled proceeding, created decent chances. But Ohe Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, was 2 goals to near him said the case number 9 no. Ono the Obeba betwem, but you know a kind of fast misfire out front no. In the Champions League, say Bono drew the next stage. These kind of chances no about one off. Into so your striker and as chances to bar. They also say you need to make sure say the ball not to at them. But unfortunately, chances are bad we now want to me until Matthew Kovacic. Or no say omo bonnet you training grounds or say chances pa onim short ball. And you know look at how he planted the ball at the back of the net and sana Kai Havertz. Baby or J ball no. Look at the control, look at the touch and try of fast so the ball no a ball a balance. It really tells you say or no so tenet no aba and you know boy okura ball na look at the pass from Kai Havertz. Inti enwa one game ojinu ho pay yi and was san crown performance no with a goal. Chelsea and started in the Champions League. So sure mo first 2 games against Dynamo Zagreb omo lusu here against Salzburg omo board draw and then that's one. But back-to-back win against AC Milan and now against Salzburg no e di omo could na ye omo qualify to the next stage of the competition. You give it to Graham Potter opportunity and the platform no omo diamano because this is his first time in the Champions League and baby or the Chelsea do no general obebona baso send him the bonus so any obi I expected so much from him. But baby or the Chelsea do and look at the rotational policy and look at how our Chelsea in the 31st minute almost started a ball from almost 18 him. You born the Pierre ma Salzburg play Biana and Kabi and a Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang Kobo Sabo on the same needs dinner so he give now. Biana and Kabi no Kobo born the same. It really tells you the Porter's work and the Juma all year. Omaka said he is the coach to invent the Jogo Bonito in the EPL. And they feel say Ejuma Oyeno, Ejuma or twice side between Yako. Let's see.
Jogo Bonito,
the beautiful game.
Okay. Kessben.
Portuguese.
Jogo Bonito.
Yeah.
All right.
Until almost he said, Genoa, obey me, I said, Ejuma, and going forward, test time never buy in the next stage. But for now, he's in smooth ride, and I agree. Obia Babona Ba said, Juma Wabon, but Juma ye. From doubters, pertaining the Chelsea to the believers. And even in the absence of certain key figures, they know of course why any other 3 maximum points now.
Okay, Mama, you share Kai Havertz go no.
I'm saying
any. Okay, all right. I feel my planting didn't come pa. A shasia na a fiti kakra. Na man for a shasia di Grand Porter attempt. And so yeah, Grand Porter. Many attempt, many Grand Porter attempt. No. Me nkasa ntia no sada. Me ti so bi kasa ni ti ho se mafin o ti ne be. Mu ni mafin.
This is your program about about so about to ball is about so.
Yeah.
And I didn't have.
Yeah, don't think gara. Yes. Yes, ati.
Yes.
But here see this here and the now the into the match Chelsea struggle first leg against Salzburg. Bridge so.
No, you know I said those were the test time for Thomas Tuchel. Satam Ninkoyi consistently not Chelsea in your results into a twice and it was something you know a course team and it happened to most of the coaches a bedroom maybe na bejago and I think that was the time and open any believe with Ochindina or don't plan a kind of fast team the ball no na nkoyi.
Okay.
And he suggested to a Barca was suggested to coach and say Onyusu Kepa in post normal Christian Pulisic more. Now fast forward Graham Potter came and Obe started Kepa on starting Christian Pulisic and Kepa is giving him the results. You know, you blame coach for that particular result in as much as Tuchel is a far better manager than Graham Potter. But for now, Ejuma Awaba bet 10 in the baby of the Chelsea, you know, deserve basketball.
Okay, if you want to know the reason for the treatment and modification of Africans, Asians, and American players, look at the number of European players representing at the World Cup stage and compare with the rest of the continent. There's mafia behind everything. Tofik Ifri Doha and Abre. Yensha Aminu there. I don't see anything wrong in this. It's the fault of our forefathers who handed us over to them as slaves for money in the olden days. And now, baby, Aminu there, dear Corono, and so I don't know. Nisika Ngwan nom dear Koji. Na Yananom, Omutichi, I home, Omwa, Hodin for the Adeno. A bit me the Kojin. Salt.
That's all Munomba. Nom the Kuram Kochi and Grofu.
A you have one a Kochi. Those are the one him for no.
Kodaki, no, Unia, Efre Fumu Bano, I didn't pampe, no, the Naqua Gentian. No bonum to Diniaco.
If I go to a more.
Yeah, we're a fair share of racism, or we call it the tribalism, beyond to be one.
And then say them fat, I know. But my didn't you mean
from my house.
Because you know, I see football, with the World Cup now, I can send a test and a kind. CAF, I think 54 countries. UEFA 52. The Confederation of Africa, your doors to sing Europe for no. But there were 5 places. Or more 13 and a half, right?
Yeah.
Europe of 55 nations.
UEFA.
Yeah, 55.
UEFA.
Yes.
No, oh, a bit of
they are 55.
Okay,
nations.
that's it. But 55, 54. At the end of the day, we have 5. 13. Half.
Maybe they can argue on the lines of performance.
It sums up everything. Until you call referee, me one area, no swear who pay the Nipan de Bayern. 40 elite referees who officiating in the Premier League, all white, not a single black.
The last time a black man officiating was way back in 2008, 14 years down the line. And this is not Italian referees, and I say German English referees that you know more than one of them.
Okay. You share other games. Good morning, Joe. I was very, very sad yesterday about the decision of the referee who handled the Benfica Juventus game. How can this ball be a penalty? That's why we're pushing for a post-match interview for referees. We are fed up with their shambolic, uncontroversial decisions on the field of play. Referees' jobs should have been consistent. But it's the other way round. Post-match interviews for referee. This is Brighton, Abosukai, near the Presbyterian Church, and the entry other games.
Do you know? I will pack the prince. The 3 guys up front, as I announced, more presence deal in the Champions League, and playing against Maccabi Haifa. Of share quite a first leg in this course. Near Shehawa, almost your best set to almost team now for the front 3 of PSG. And then what you know, Omu Bejuma, Kelele Mbappe, Neymar da Silva, Lionel Messi, Omu Bejuma, and Vintinha in the heart of midfield really played well. And you know, Christopher Galtier team, no matter Peter Michael can about their defense. I think the problem not a cover, and then the absence of Marco Verratti, and how muni protect and no be in deep lines, no be control game in the mom. But in terms of creativity, in terms of the creative spark, in terms of movement up front, in terms of rapid transition in the advanced area, you give it to the front 3. Kelele Mbappe elementi asi emfani nko benkum afam. Na ohono obenya the free no na watimi aboni game no. Eno asawhwe game no boy na. Mostly no spending the time no baby e number 11 no. Neymar playing as number 10, Messi playing as a right winger. Se ball no omo de kwa. Neymar drop deep ebeje ball no from Vintinha ho. Messi close in, Ashraf Hakimi fa, and then you have one Bernardo fa. So straight away omo go in by a narrow formation. And you know, and only destabilize the defense of Maccabi Haifa. And look at goals, Messi, she goals, Mbappe. Look at this goal from Kylian Mbappe. And even for that pass, I name at the man, and San Obobo National really tells you how those guys are prepared very well. And look at this goal from Neymar da Silva as well. It is similar goals. Who say clearly game no more body a well rehearsed plan from the training ground. And Maccabi Haifa, no money any opposition to match PSG. The last 18 goals or match, and you only have Carlos Soler. These 3 guys and actually goes to Ediama PSG. Omo bet me twice say in the Naka stage sada a hon will be a share. Barely injuries there. We are only hoping say the 3 players up front and no France. Almost a World Cup no afi obi ape ompeu. Omo front 3 na omo wani mo no ba ko na beji World Cup no. It is either Argentina, it is either Brazil, it is either Air France. Omo ba ko na beji. That was the discussion and record so in Air Liquid. But you give it to PSG and Christopher Galtier. One game man big no be the bear was Benfica against team friend Juventus. And Juve as usual. Senoko Italy Tutu Sport, La Gazzetta dello Sport, and all the newspapers. Omo body defensive line of Juve. Se Koya Madi Allegri first set up against David Neres, João Mario, and Goncalo Ramos no. And yet papa into anyone wants to almost struggle in the Italian Serie A, anyone wants to almost struggle in the Champions League. And you give it to Benfica as well. 11 games they are yet to lose. PSG and Timmy, Juve and Timmy, who else? They are playing so well. And game no bono. And that's a full commercial from last season in the Champions League in the game against Barcelona. No matter what they are about to see. Roger Smith and Emran Ten about Sejinwa.
Okay.
I'm give you any stone on 10, and they are really playing very well.
All right, and see, I like is a team qualifier no. Yashe ho. Room. I call the next stage or the next level. Team room number drop. Young China and the games
But some have already made it.
Sure.
First of all, over Premier League teams 4 now. 3 of them have already made it.
Okay.
Man City already qualified. Chelsea already qualified. Chelsea cried there. Oluzikro still better top in the group because of head-to-head. Then Liverpool and so apparently have qualified because 9 points and Ajax near the Liverpool. It looks like they are also there. And then Tottenham Hotspur Spurs Enyang qualified with 2 games to go, but they are topping their group. Near Kakra, Juventus are qualified for Europa League by NARO results. No. Qualify, but Barcelona now, Utiete and Semina and paying forces still, they think they can qualify. Technically, yes, but general, to say a difficult crano, MZ understatement. Ed din se obeka se ekura, emfa osun si na chimfri yankwa dwoso.
Ekura. Na dwoso say. Offensive okura keke.
Oswa osun fi yankwa. Barcelona qualification, ed din sense ah. So much Bayern Munich. No making sure that Inter be losing the 2 games the 2 games no really be. Now even beating Bayern Munich in the cry asem foforo because only Bayern last 5 games ni na Bayern na
okay.
In the Champions League general almost last 3 crowd the Barcelona and she go in all the 3 games. Some 18 goals scored against them by Bayern Munich.
Okay.
As against 4 Barcelona nya. In Champions League team Barca srolu pa no eno ni Bayern Munich.
Wow.
Ene ni on na ekwa akohia no. Na o hye Bayern na enye enough. I just a Victoria Paulson is saying. Omo hye Inter Milan e was San Siro.
Okay.
Edin Inti Barca the MZ qualify for Europa League in dada.
Okay, quickly yenhwe ene de ne kakra bi na fe yento asoma. Mr. Gabi, Edway Free Tema Community 9. Good morning, sir. Can Leo Messi be considered the most prolific active player on the planet over the best goals to game ratio? Wow. Ask Andy and Franco Naro for me. Indeed, you guys are taking sports to the next level. Bravo. Messi.
I need to know where best goal ratio.
Go to game
Ratio.
So also a determining factor.
So if that is a determining factor, then it's obvious. Messi is.
This is teams getting no more more.
No, see the so you know one captain also the most prolific in terms of goal ratio. In terms of and the fact, you just you Clement Foot, you see Hosa, and that is a fact.
Maccabi Haifa. Bogum.
And that is a fact. I think I even have it on my phone. Teams now. Messi actually 2022. No, Zorango is funny. Let me check if I can get it.
Is he the most prolific footballer alive?
Lewandowski.
Obisa question we no sad in
Yama Madrid.
criteria.
I'm American out to
Lewandowski Yama Madrid.
One to me for Villarreal. Atletico Bilbao.
Pele mu go so tell we
And Grofon so shia nketewa saa. Omo so ntumi nhye. Nti go die general go bia yemu ya.
Messi the any Lille.
Especially
Lille, Lorraine, Lens, Montpellier, Nancy, Clermont-Foot, Maccabi Haifa,
Lyon,
Lyon,
France would akwasi se go si.
Ajaccio, and Nice. Ajaccio and Nice. The goals are watching in 2022. And African countries in Venezuela, Estonia, Honduras, and Jamaica.
go.
All right, Yamra and Nadia Suka Caribbean. I'm for interested by Bayern. You're winning now.
Okay. You know, Bayern, it's Barcelona then is very difficult game. Me who say Lorette Senya maybe none who say Barca hope. But the last time, what's it? Kakla. The last time Bayern Gombe Lucia was 2013-2014. The Messi man they don't watch in In the last two games, Barcelona shot 7 goals. But in the Champions League, Javi is here to beat a big side.
Okay.
And the best game for Barcelona this season in the Champions League was the game against Bayern. But unfortunately, Barca lost it. Dembele made a very nice game in the last game of Barca boy. Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres, they are playing well. But almost me and stop with the firepower of Bayern because almost the group stage they are the masters.
Okay.
And you know it's a difficult one. But I think a gamer Oberman a double chance Bayern Munich. A gamer between the 2-3 game a free scoring game. That is how I see.
I agree 100% with Andy KERM because how many times did we see blacks playing as number 10? Hussein Musa, Takradi Kodokrum. And then we have blacks are black heading number 10.
This is a team Ketua JJ coach at Bolton Wanderers. This is a so how do you move from out there?
Some people don't understand the realities in life. And one example is my own Cristiano Ronaldo. If you watch what Leo Messi did yesterday night, you understand his recent behavior at Manchester United. Ever since they denied him a move in the summer transfer. CR7 is a type who wants everything to be his. But in life, you cannot get all what you want. If you resist that, you become selfish, jealous, and arrogant. CR7, I'm very sure, had a sleepless night yesterday because Messi keeps stretching the UEFA Champions League records. I mean, there, and the way about
he's catching up or he's stretching it.
I got 10 goals at I level.
He's only catching up.
I mean, share the message not the right interview. You're stretching, no use here. The UEFA Champions League records. Okay. Records, no goals or whatever. Was it records? Maybe a records.
Records, but yeah, goals.
Okay. For Ghana to love football again in this generation, unless we do away with politics alongside football. Of late, it wasn't like that. Football in Ghana here was lovely and exciting. Please, sir, I'll be glad if Newton could analyze the structure of the current Black Stars team in Qatar, and the strong. Okay.